Ready to go. Now it's the DH, Luis Arraez. And that's in for a strike. And the home opener is underway. And that drops in for a strike. Packed house here at Daikin Park. Ball one there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ball, that's out.
Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Diaz. The tag, and he's out. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Two quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a big swing and a miss.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it.
Brings it in. And that's the third out. Back here at Daikin Park, our starter in this one, Randy Vasquez. How about a report on him, Chris?
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
That's too low. And the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Inside. 2-2. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one's out of here into the archways. Kiss that ball goodbye. Jose Altuve up to hit here. He swings and fouls one off. Vasquez throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. And that one off the outside edge.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Get out of town. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 3-0. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And that's in for a strike. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success. Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And the righty deals. Fly ball down the line. Tatis drifts towards it. And there's one away. And next to hit for Houston, Matt Wallner. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though, and they do get the second out of the inning. And the batter now, Yainer Diaz. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. Coming around third is Alvarez. He'll score.
Waste no time there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Vic Caratini at the plate. Lifted in the air, right center field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Back here in Houston, top of the second, and now the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Check swing, called strike. Valdez. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-2. Here's Bogaerts now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. It gets down a base hit. Around first, heading for two. Bogaerts into second.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
That's in there, and that's strike two. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Man at second. Hit on the ground to short. Pena. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
One's the count.
Base hit center field. Around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3. First and second. No outs. Next for the Padres, Elias Diaz. 0-1.
0-1.
Just
Nope,
missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Altuve. Off balance speed. There's one. And two. What a play.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Arise in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach.
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. First and second, 2 outs. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom half of inning number 2, leading off Jake Myers. The wind of the pitch. That misses. 1-0. That one fouled off. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
In time to Gurriel, and quickly one away in the second. So the Houston lineup turns over. And stepping in for the Astros, James Wood. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Wood, 22 years old. And he was a 2nd-round pick in 2021. Fouled off left side. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. That pitch got way in on him, and he couldn't do much with it, but good hustle to get up the line and turn that into an infield single.
Tied at 4. Runner takes off, headed towards the corner. Tatis really on his horse for it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. This one smacked out to left center. Diving, makes the grab. Back here in Houston, here's Manny Machado to start it off. Valdez back to work. Just missed.
Outside.
You know, these Padres doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Myers hauls it in, and there's one away.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Number 28 is Miller.
Fouled off. He was late. 1 out, bases empty. And that misses. And it's 1-1. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
No strikes.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Myers snags it, and there's 2 away. Yuli Gurriel comes up to hit. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
0-1's the count.
Pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bounced up the middle. Pena whips it to first. And Gurriel is out. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these Astros doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog.
Nope.
They're
Ball
making
1.
contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Pitch in the dirt. The count now 2-2. That's down and in. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. At the plate, Isaac Paredes. And there's a foul ball. Late swing, fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Good eye right there.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Popped up. Iglesias. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. Matt Wallner up next for the Astros. And it's fouled away. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the 3rd. And that one misses up and in. And 1-1. Next offering misses down and away.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. Inside, just missed. Takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And a foul ball. There's a swing and a miss. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
2-2 in the count.
And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. 2 gone. Luis Arraez stands in.
That ball's foul.
Here comes the 0-1. That's a hit. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Tatis waits. Foul ball there. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And we're back. And now the switch hitting catcher, Victor Caratini. Ripped on a line. Merrill makes the grab. And there's one away. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Tap back up the middle. And a couple of quick outs.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back. Gone into the Crawford box is a home run. Just like that, they move in front. It's 5-4. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. And that is that. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Change up on the corner, and that's a strike.
You know, these Padres putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get...
Here's the tag, and he's out. Here's Machado. First pitch misses.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
That's off the mark, and the count is even 2-2.
2 strikes.
The Padres trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Out number 2. So digging in now for San Diego, Tyler O'Neill. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Houston, here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And a foul ball. Altuve in his 14th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Venezuela. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back at the wall. Can't make the catch, but I think he brought it back. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Alvarez will hit next. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. New pitcher now, Yuki Matsui.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. And there's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Machado makes the grab, 1 away. And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 2 in this one. That one fouled off. Man at second. Laser could be trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Walker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Just outside. Now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Paredes leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Jeremiah Estrada gets the call from the pen.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking
over to first, and that'll keep more runs. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 2. Miller back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Next offering misses. 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bogaerts tries to hold up, appeal to first. Nope, he held back. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So now a pinch hitter, Gavin Sheets. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Bogaerts around third. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Iglesias swings through it for strike one. And that one missing low. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. No outs. Runners at first and third. Breaking ball misses down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Back to work, 3-2 now.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Headed down the line, and that drops foul. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Puts it away for the out. Now the catcher up to hit, Elias Diaz. So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Jake Cronenworth.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
No, that's bad.
2 on, 1 out.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And 1 and 2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The relay to the plate. In there. He's safe.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag to tag takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but it really
makes the catch, inning over. Well, we go bottom 6. Now at the plate, Victor Caratini. Estrada, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Machado makes the play. 1 up, 1 down. Myers in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. This one popped up right side. Iglesias. And there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. So runner at second, 2 down. Pena now at the plate. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
And that one's a little bit low. 3-0. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
So they turn to their closer, Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Tap foul at the plate. And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike two.
Ball.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Cut on and missed, and it's a strike. We go to the top of the 7th. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And that skips in the dirt. Late with the swing there.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Upstairs. And that's ball 2. Good job to fight that one off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's ripped for a base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done. When the team needs you to come through, it's just bigger than your own individual stats. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Wallner makes the grab, 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
He hauls it in, 2 away. Tyler O'Neill, the next up for the Padres. He's already homered here in this one. Outside low, and that's ball 1. With the tying run on at first, here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That was straight queso right
there. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the DH, Yordan Alvarez. Fought off foul. Oh, that one's behind him. The 1-1 is fouled off. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Merrill under it. Hauls it in for the out. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Outside.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Nope, outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2 out.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Adrian Morejon gets handed the right. Rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. First pitch swinging. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. And here is Xander Bogaerts. That clips the zone. 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. In the air, right field. McCormick on the run. And there's one down. And now, Luis Campusano getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Pulls him down, and he makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away. Now here is Jose Iglesias. Fouled off down the right side. Or 33 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Next offering upstairs. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's outside. 2-1. Paredes sends it across the first. That ends the frame. Back here in Houston, and here's the first baseman, Yainer Diaz. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Ron Marinaccio.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that is out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes.
Caratini, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Diaz gets his lead at first with nobody out. Now a screamer into the outfield. Merrill makes the play, and there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. 0 for 3 in this one. And ball 1. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Base hit, 1 run in already. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. Golden opportunity right here. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 11-5. On the ground at first. That gets by him. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. We're the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. First pitch just misses. High in the air out to right. Tatis under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas, just some tremendous rosters back.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres, Brandon Lockridge.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Altuve handles it. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money, nice play. And now, Luis Arias. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with him. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Pop foul out of play off to the right. They say you win.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Paredes to second. There's one. The double play ends it right here. 11.
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Woo! Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that 1st and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it, he knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it, branded, since the first kick flip he landed, labeled a misfit, a bandit, cocoon, 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 his neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park, started in the morning, one stopped after dark, yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry young man, there's no skating here, and so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast, and the way he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go, and so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast, so come and skate with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be, so let's kick, and push, and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, been on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said bow, I weigh 120 pounds. Now, let me make one thing clear, I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot he didn't know about, some odd in the apartment parking lot. She said, I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, I'm sorry, there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push, and coast. Yeah, swanky. Yeah, before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no more, and it wasn't like they wasn't getting chased no more. Just the freedom was better than breathing, they said. An escape route they used to escape out when things got crazy. They needed to break out they head to any place with stairs, any good grinds, the world was theirs. And they four wheels would take them there until the cops came and said there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just rebels without a cause with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come roll with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be. So let's kick.